Hi, this is Aficionado. I am back with Ask Her. I know that I've been missing in action for a little while. My birthday just passed, so I was like kind of getting ready for that. So I honestly just haven't had the time to sit down and answer some of the questions that I've been sent. So I just finished brunch, had a great smoke, had some drinks, had some great conversations. Thank you, everybody who showed me love for my birthday. If you came out, if you sent me messages, if you sent me gifts, if you liked my pictures, etc. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So like I said, I just finished brunch, so I will not be smoking. I'm actually gonna try a detox. So right now I'm drinking water. Just to, get my body nice and cleansed and back to normal. So I'll go ahead and start by answering a question that I'm actually asked pretty frequently, which is, aficionado, aficionado, how can I get paid for posts? So I'm asked that question pretty frequently, actually. I know that lots of people are on social media as a hobby, a pastime, something to do, but there are lots of people that are looking to monetize social media, especially, when you kind of have lots of followers, you take great pictures, you have great interaction from your followers. So people want to know how to get paid. And what I can say to that is ask for it, ask for it is the first thing, and stop doing things for free. And it's really just that simple. When I first began my Aficionado page 3 years ago, ultimately I didn't really know where it was going. And so I would just kind of post pictures and, go on about my day. Started gaining a lot more followers. And with the followers, obviously, here comes the brands, here comes different people that want you to post things for them. They want you to ultimately expose your audience to their product, whatever that product is, whether it's a cigar, clothing, a beauty product, whatever the case may be. And they want that exposure from your audience. So once I started receiving those emails, DMs, whatever have you, I was just happy to have people reaching out to me. I thought it was cool. And of course, if you're getting free stuff in the meanwhile, that makes it even better, right? Like, oh yeah, perfect, I'll post a picture. Sure, send me the free stuff. And that was cool at first until I really started to learn. And I definitely had people that kind of gave me the same advice that I'm giving you. And ultimately, that advice from me, from my experience, is that if someone is reaching out to you from a company, from a brand, whatever the case may be, they value you and they value your audience and they value what you're bringing to the table. So with that value, there's a dollar sign attached to that. Ultimately, if a person is reaching out to you to post something, they're looking to monetize from that post. So if they're monetizing from your post, why would you not monetize from that same post, right? It makes all the sense in the world. A free product, again, unless, it's some some extravagant thing that maybe, you've kind of wanted before anyway. They're offering you, something that makes sense for you to post for free. Go ahead and post it for free. If you have built a rapport with this company, with this brand, go ahead and post it for free. There's nothing wrong with doing free posts. However, if this is something that there is really no real value in for you, then you have every right to say, no, I don't just want your free product. I want your free product plus X amount of dollars, or however you feel, or whatever you feel is fair. And if they say no, they say no. And honestly, you have to be okay with being upfront with people about what you're looking for, because they have no problem telling you what they're looking for and what they want you to do. And it's really just that simple, guys, honestly. And I think that, especially women, I think that a lot of times we're very, we're a little bit more reserved as far as stating our needs and our desires and the things that we want out of a situation. But we really have to start being a lot more assertive, ladies, because there's just really no reason that, there's no reason that any of us should be doing anything for free. And that's just the way that I honestly feel. And I'm not afraid to say it, and I'll be the bad guy. I'll be the bad guy if that means that you ladies are going to start monetizing from these posts, from whatever endorsements you're giving, from whatever exposure you're giving to these brands. You deserve that, you deserve much more. And I think that once you realize what your worth is, then I think that it'll be a lot easier for you to state that price and keep it moving. If they want it, cool. If they don't, cool. I had someone reach out to me recently, and they actually said this to me. They said, hey, we want to send you, I don't even know what the product, I don't even remember what it was. We want to send you this thing, and we want you to post it. What's your address? Oh, thank you so much for reaching out. What exactly are you looking for in the post? My rates are this for a post. My rates are this for a story. Which are you interested in? Oh, we weren't really looking to pay for anything. Is it possible for us to pay you ultimately what would have been less than half? We want to pay you less than half because we want to make sure that we have a good return on our investment, and we want to make sure that the post produces sales for us. And if the post produces sales, we have no problem using you in the future. Okay, well, that's not how that works. That's not how that works at all. Because ultimately, if you made the decision to contact me, then you already feel that there is some value in what I do. You already feel that you're going to get a return on even the product that you send me. The product costs money for you to send that to me. And ultimately you already have an idea about the return. So to try to shortchange me, to try to nickel and dime me into doing something for a highly discounted rate is insulting. And of course I'm saying, I said this to them. We had an entire conversation about it, and that's what it was. Because at the end of the day, if you advertise on radio, if you advertise on TV, there's no, oh, I'm just going to see how this goes, so I'm going to pay this steeply discounted rate. It doesn't work that way. You pay your money. Sometimes you get wins, sometimes you take losses, and that's just part of doing business. That's the cost of doing business. And for me, I'm doing business, and if a person can't pay me what I'm asking to be paid, and I'm not even going to say that, because I have definitely worked with some brands. If I believed in that brand, or if I have built a relationship with that brand, if I believe in the brand, or if I'm just having a good day, but to say that you want to first see if you're going to get a return, so you want to pay me less than half of what I'm asking, it's just an insult. And there was no way that I would say yes to that. So I told them, no, can't do it. And they said, okay, and that was the end of it. No hard feelings, no bad blood. It just wasn't something that I was willing to do, because again, once you set your price, you stick with that price. And that's just what it is. And like I said, of course there are exceptions. And I'm not telling you to, just be a hard, strict person, because at the end of the day, I understand that some companies are just starting out, or just don't have the budget right now, or just sometimes it's just genuinely people that you believe in. Maybe they've shown you a lot of love, they've supported you, and you want to just do them that, and that's completely fine. And I've done that a lot. I do that a lot. I do so much free promo, you know, for just people in general that don't even ask me for things, and that's fine. But that's not what we're talking about here. So I don't want you to get confused and think that it's either one way or the other, because it isn't necessarily. However, when this is just someone out of the blue asking you to do something, then you stick with what, you know, you stick with what your rate is. So, you know, a question that may come up as a result of this video is, so what should my rate be? Well, honestly, that's up to you. A general rule of thumb is, I shouldn't even say it's a rule of thumb, but standard is $10 per 1,000 followers is what your post should cost if you're going by the standard. So if you have 1,000 followers, your post should be $10 per post. If you have 2,000, $20, so on and so forth. Now with that, you also have to look at your engagement. You also have to look at the interaction between you and your followers, and that's what's considered the engagement. Are people commenting, you know, a lot? Are you getting a lot of likes? Are you commenting back? Are people asking questions and you're actually answering the questions? Like, these are the things that can allow you to charge more for your post. And on the other hand, those are the things that you know, brands can look at and say, well, yes, you do have a lot of followers, but your engagement is low. Yes, you have a lot of followers, but you don't have enough likes. And, you know, that's when maybe you have to work, you know, with them on that rate, because if your engagement is very low, or if you're just not really getting the likes, then your follower count just really doesn't matter. You know, because I've seen people, that have way more followers than me, but their engagement is low. And so with that, you know, my post may be worth more than their post. Whether I choose to charge more or not is it's a personal choice, and that's just something that you have to consider. And even with that, you know, you have to consider everything. I mean, okay, so if I'm posting, is it going to take extra time? Do I have to put on makeup? Do I have to go to some beautiful location? You know, what is this? What has to happen in this post? And those things cost money. You know, your time costs money. You know, and again, like, you know, I just feel like once you decide to do that, you have to just be willing to stick with that. You know, and you'll get more comfortable with it. Honestly, you'll get more comfortable, and people will understand. And my hope for my Sisters of Belief specifically is that, you know, you look at this video and it touches something in you that makes you understand what your worth is, and, you know, and that you let other people know what your worth is as well, you know. And while I'm not speaking about you as a person, because obviously money can't buy that, however, yes, my posts are worth something. They are worth a dollar amount, and yes, you have to pay me to have me post something, you know. And that's just really what it is. And I hope that you ladies, you know, begin to adopt that attitude as well, especially those of you that, you know, have high follower counts, and those of you that are doing events and that are doing different things. My hope is that you are all monetizing from this stuff, ladies, and I really, really, really want that for you. You know, not only because you deserve it, but because as a whole, we all deserve it. Do you know what I mean? We can't continue to let people exploit us, exploit our audience, exploit our efforts, and we get nothing from it. You know, you get a bunch of free cigars and you're doing a bunch of posts for free cigars. Why? You know, and when you really start thinking of it that way, it will make you say, you know what? Why am I doing it for free? You know, it doesn't make any sense. And, you know, I think it's one of those things where if we were all on one united front and we pretty much refused to make free posts, you know, I think that would just change the entire standard, you know. But, you know, the standard is pretty much, you know, people sending free stuff, and ladies posting it, without asking for anything in return. And I just think that, if, like I said, if they reach out to me, if they reach out to this person, if they reach out to that person, and we all say the same thing, maybe we're not saying the same price, but hey, we're all saying, I deserve to be compensated for my effort, then what choice do they have but to compensate us or do it yourself? We have to really take the reins and take hold of our power. And we are much more powerful in numbers than we are individually. So I can't be the only one saying, hey, if I post for you, then I have to be compensated for that. I can't be the only one, because guess what's going to happen? They're going to go right to the next person. That person's going to do it for free. And then guess what? My efforts are all for naught. The same with anyone else that has been, kind of following this same suit. It just doesn't make any sense, ladies. And I'm not saying that so that, things are better for me, because at the end of the day, I will hold my value, even if the entire world is doing the complete opposite. And I'm fine with that. But honestly, it just doesn't make any sense for you to not be compensated for your efforts. And I'll continue saying that. And like I said, I'll be the bad guy. If anyone has any questions, if anyone has any problems, please let me know. I am more than happy to help. All right, that's it.
Dozen roses, such would astound you. The joy of children laughing around.